Everyone listening?
Yes.
All right. So later, after Easter morning, Jesus himself appeared again to his disciples at the Sea of Galilee. And this is how it happened. So Simon Peter, he and Thomas and Nathanael from Cana and James and John, the sons of Zebedee, they were all together on the beach. Simon Peter said, "I'm going to go fishing." And the others said, "Oh, we'll go too." So they all got in a boat and they went out into the water and they started casting their nets. You want to get up and try to cast your nets? Let's all be disciples. They cast their nets.
Wait, I'm going to get up there and take more.
Okay, ready? Everybody, cast your nets. And then they sunk to the bottom and then they pulled them in. And did you catch anything? Say no. Say no. I did not catch anything.
Guys.
Okay.
All right.
Hands off each other. Let's do it again.
Ready?
Casting again. Pull it up.
Pull it
Did you
up.
catch anything?
No.
No. Okay, do it again. Cast your net. Pull it up. Did you catch anything? No. No. Well, they fished all night long. And then they saw a stranger on the beach. And it was Jesus. But they didn't know it was Jesus. And the man called out to them, "Children, have you caught anything?" And then they said back to him,
No.
No, not a thing. Jesus said
They're okay with being called children,
they were called, Jesus called them children.
but they didn't know it was Jesus.
They didn't even know it was Jesus. They're like, who is this guy? But then, listen, Jesus said, cast your net on the right side of the boat and you will get some. Okay, so let's do it. The right side of the boat. And that would be like this. Yeah, I know. And they pulled it in, and guess what? They couldn't pull it in. It was so full of fish. And they couldn't even lift it onto the boat. It was so full of fish. It was at that, now you guys can sit down again. Okay, Owen and Will, sit down. And it was right at that time when they caught so many fish. Will, they caught so many fish, they couldn't get it in the boat. That's when the disciple whom Jesus loved realized that it was Jesus. And he said to them, "Guys, it's the Lord!" And Simon Peter, he was so excited. He grabbed his outer tunic and put it on because he was in his bathing suit. And so he put on his outer tunic and he jumped in the water and he swam to shore.
Why wear the tunic? What if you already have bathing?
I know, because he didn't want Jesus to see him in his skivvies, I guess. He just jumped into the water and swam to shore, and the other disciples followed in the boat, dragging this huge net. And the boat, they had to row it, and it was heavy. There's so many fish. So when they finally get to the beach, Jesus says to them, "Come and have breakfast." And they saw a campfire with fish roasting and some bread. And they all came, and Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish that you caught." So they grab it and they all haul it onto the beach. Guess how many fish there were?
6 billion.
153, to be exact.
Wow.
153 fish, and guess what? It was not even torn one bit. That's amazing.
That's a miracle.
So they all sat around the campfire, and Jesus just handed them the fish, and he handed them the bread, and they all ate. And then, after they had eaten breakfast, Jesus called Simon Peter aside. He wanted to talk to him. So he said to Peter, he said, "Simon, son of John, do you love love me? Well, Simon Peter said, yes, Lord, you know I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my lambs. Then Jesus asked him a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? And Simon Peter said, yes, Lord, you know I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. Then Jesus asked Simon Peter a third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Now at this point, Simon Peter was sad because Jesus asked him 3 times the same question. Is he not believing him? And Peter said, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. You know all things. You know I love you. And Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Then Jesus told Simon Peter many other things that would happen to him in the future. And the last thing he said to him was this. Simon Peter, follow me. Follow me. And that's the end of our story. The wonder of God's story. What do you wonder about this story? What do you wonder? Emma.
Where was Jesus going to take Simon?
Where was he going to take Simon? You mean in the future? You mean that, yeah, maybe you could read the passage in the Bible and find out what it says. Yeah. Meredith, what do you wonder about the
Why
story?
did he keep asking him if he loved him?
Why did he keep asking him if he loved him? That's a very good question, right? He asked him, how many times did he ask him? 3, that's right. Does anybody have any ideas of why he might have asked him 3 times? Oh, Graham?
Well, one thing I want to say is, why was he being so quick?
Why
does
does
he always
Jesus
have to be so
so
cryptic?
cryptic? Does anybody know what cryptic means besides Graham?
Like,
What does cryptic mean?
cryptic means like they're not very clear.
Not clear, being
Or just,
mysterious?
like, yeah, like mysterious.
Right.
So like, why does he always have to be so cryptic with what he says?
Yes. Why does Jesus always have to be so cryptic with what he's saying? That's a really good question. I'm not sure I have the answer to that.
Like, why can't he just say?
Yeah, why can't he just say plainly, right? I don't know. What else do you wonder about this story?
No problem. Have a seat.
Anybody? I have a question for you. There were 2 numbers in this story. There was one number that was big. It was how many fish they caught. Who remembers how many fish they caught? How about Charlotte?
Was it 153?
153. Very good remembering. What other number features in this story? 3. You're correct because Jesus asked Peter 3 times. Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was. I wonder if it was 153 because he asked that 3 was an important
Yes,
number.
3.
Both.
6 or 156?
Oh.
Total number.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They
that
said sometimes numbers are important in the Bible. They have some cryptic meaning, right?
Never know.
Does anybody else know a time in the Bible when Jesus had bread and fish and did something with them? Emma.
Was it, like, I forget what it was called, but when, like,
Before Jesus was killed on the cross, the Last Supper he had bread, didn't he? He didn't have fish that night, but he had bread, and he broke it and gave it to them, so you are correct. Oh, and you wanted to say something. Another time that Jesus did something with bread and fish?
it was like
A feeding.
thing.
It was 5,000 people. Yeah, but you were close. 5,000 people one time Jesus fed with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. that were going to fish. They thought they yeah. Right. Well, we'll watch the video and then we'll do the Wonder Cube, okay?